India will go where the people want.
Absolutely.
So it's actually a mindset thing for us in Nigeria. Yes, I mean all over the world, football is the national sport of so many countries. But the difference is that they do not neglect the other sports. In Nigeria, it's come to a situation whereby it's as if the other sports are being neglected.
To have you on the Mayo show. Foremost, let's talk about tennis in Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, tennis in the world. You are one of the brain behind the successful hosting of the WTT in Nigeria, and every year we see so many national teams, Germany, Egypt, everybody coming to play. What is the systems, what is the structures that have been put in place to ensure the success of this tournament every year?
Thank you very much. Like I said in an interview I granted earlier, this event actually started 13 years ago. Started as the Lagos International Table Tennis Classics, progressed to become the ITTF Nigeria Open, later to become one of the ITTF Challenger Series events, and then 3 years ago ultimately became the WTT Contender Series. So since 2013, when it started, we have not missed a year in organizing this world-class event. And over that period, we have been able to, as an organizing committee, I've been the event director right from the first edition of the Lagos International Classics in 2013. So 13 years has given us enough time to have a team and a template that organizes this event almost as a plug and play, so to speak. We have our security committee, venues committee, protocol, catering, transportation, media, and so on and so forth. So we have a template in place, and we have people that have been working with us, and we have also been ensuring that there has been a transfer of knowledge to younger ones. So even if we are not here, this event can still hold because we have systems, the people that are already entrenched in putting this event together. For example, we were in London up to 4 days ago for the World Championships. But yet, by the time we came back, for myself and Barrister Ochobi, everything was already running because the team is there. So we thank God for a very good team, and that has ensured that we've been able to improve upon our performance as a local organizing committee over this 13-year period.
And the platform for young players, because for every year we see players, once this player is, because there's this system that these younger ones, they are learning from Aruna Kodri, that transmission is in place.
Yes, I think the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation is doing a bit of work in that regard. Like I also tell a lot of people, I know that the Table Tennis Federation is the only federation in Nigeria that runs at least 10 events every year. Almost all of them private sector funded. Wow. There's so many table tennis events in Nigeria that are not government dependent. We have the Daniel Ford, we have that takes place in Lagos. We have the Elo Chris in Lagos. We have the Engineer Alabi event in Osun. We have Pastor Osazua in Edo State. We have the one in Bayelsa organized by Wilson. We have also in Abuja. So there are events all over Nigeria in table tennis all year round. And I think that we must commend the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation for that, because almost all those events, if not all of them, are private sector funded. They're not waiting for the Sports Commission or whatever to give them, or federal to give them money. And what that has done is that it has ensured that there's been a regular churning out of talented table tennis players from all over Nigeria. But the next thing is, how do we now get them from being identified as talented players to beginning to compete on the elite level? And that's one of the things this kind of tournament does. It brings in top ranked players from all over the world to Lagos. Our Nigerian players are able to see them, are able to compete with them, are able to learn a few things. But we need more of that. And we also need to be able to take our players to the next level.
So why is it that we now have, I think it is not your fault and nobody can answer that, but the major focus of the media has always been on football, where there are so much other platforms where young people can go, and show their talents.
I wouldn't even blame the media, because the media will go where the people want.
Absolutely.
So it's actually a mindset thing for us in Nigeria. Yes, I mean, all over the world, football
Yeah.
is the national sport of so many countries.
Yeah.
But the difference is that they do not neglect the other sports. In Nigeria, it's come to a situation whereby it's as if the other sports are being neglected. But there's some sports that are doing very, very well.
Yeah.
Table tennis for one, I would say that badminton, handball, are sports that are actually putting in a lot of effort. And for me, I judge federations or sports federations not by competitions. I judge them by their development plan. What development plan do they have in terms of identifying athletes, developing athletes, and turning those athletes to elite?
Class, yeah.
It is the development plan that I look at, not how many medals they win and all that. And for me, we have a few federations in Nigeria that are really doing well in terms of setting up proper development plans for their sport, in spite of the negligence, so to speak, by the
Whatever federation,
whatever national agencies.
Yeah.
And they're doing well. So it just tells you that if they get some more support,
it will be much,
then they will be able to even do much more.
Yeah.
And that's why I used to be a football person as well, but I realized that, look, we're wasting talents in Nigeria if our focus is solely on football. There are talents in other sports that can make a career from their sports, that can earn a living from their sport. So we're denying them that opportunity if we do not provide a level playing field for all the sports in Nigeria to thrive.
All right, wrapping up, let's talk about the cross-pollination of tennis and sports. In terms of, like you said, there must be things in place, because when you are not around, people that can take charge should come in. And that is what is obviously lacking in football. There is no system, there is no structure, there is no seamless transition. How can football learn from tennis?
Well, it's a complex thing, and I won't want to take football alone. I want to take all the other sports. I don't want to take other sports. Let's leave football. Football for me already has a life of its own. Football is driven like
including the business aspect, the financial aspect.
Yes. Yeah, the business aspect, they're not doing too badly because everybody runs there. But let's look at all the other sports. Many of them complain, oh, we don't have money, so we can't do this. But many of them are waiting for the National Sports Commission or the federal government to give them money to run competitions, to run development plans. And that's where I fault many of them. And that's where I talk about the table tennis template. If the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation has not received, would I say, developmental funding from the Sports Commission or for the Ministry of Sports, maybe for the past 8-10 years, and yet are able to organize
run
events, to identify talents, to do the little that they have been able to do, then it means that they're doing something right. And perhaps the template that they're using to attract the corporate sector, other sports should also try and do that. I know handball, when under the presidency of Sam Ucheho, when he was chairman, president of Nigerian Handball Federation, they were also doing very well. They had quite a number of.
There's even the continuity of this Adover and Boston.
Exactly, the Adover one. Then you have the mutual. I think mutual benefits also. So they also were able to attract private sector sponsorship. That's the way forward for the so-called lesser
private sector.
Has to be the private, but then the private sector are not Father Christmas. You must be able to package your event in such a way that you will attract them. When we started this table tennis thing 13 years ago, we were begging people to come and sponsor, but now people are coming that, oh, we want to be a part of the WTT, because now they've seen
the visible results.
They've seen that there is a product on ground. The product is marketable. The product has the attention of the masses, and that's all they want. So okay, if the product has the attention of the masses, then let's associate our own brands with that product so that we also can gain. It's a very simple thing. But if you do not have a package or a product that is attractive enough for the private sector, then you will remain a beggar to them. And those shareholder who want to support you by just dashing you money without any return on investment.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been an insightful section with you, even though it was just a little space, but then it's been so. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you very much. My pleasure.
Yeah.